Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hood, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hood. Welcome back to the Baseball Hood 2. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. We're talking about a bunch of rumors here. It's getting another week left until the season's over. But there are teams, plenty of teams that are going to be looking to prove themselves for 2026, and teams that are going to be moving players. And I came up across a couple of names, interestingly enough, and this is in 3 parts. This is the first part. The Baltimore Orioles. Probably the second biggest disappointment in the major leagues. Baltimore Orioles. They had a lot of expectations, and they basically didn't fire at all. But there's going to be a big rumor this offseason. A big player is probably going to get moved. And that is Adley Rutschman of the Orioles. This is from Birds Watcher. MLB insiders just fuel Orioles trade rumors that are already spreading like wildfire. It's happening, isn't it? I don't know about that. Let's get into this. Adley Rutschman's time in Baltimore may be coming to a close. At least that's what Bob Nightingale of USA Today believes. Nightingale's latest notes from around the league suggest the possibility that the Orioles will look to trade Rutschman this offseason. The rumor has been growing legs since Samuel Basallo signed a contract extension last week. It's about a month ago. Quote, there will be no bigger position player on the trade block this winter than Rutschman, Nightingale wrote. Now, he's 27 years old. Then mind, the longtime baseball insider later noted that Rutschman will likely be wearing a different jersey in 2026. This is hardly a surprise given the events of this past week. Basallo's contract extension coupled with Rutschman's injury is the perfect recipe for a trade this offseason. Rutschman will be entering year 2 of his arbitration window. Basallo on the contract for the next 8 seasons. There's little need for Baltimore to keep 2 high-profile catchers. Now, the Orioles have said, the ownership has said they're spending money, but for some reason they don't want to spend money. They'll spend money on a young player that hasn't proven it. And you have Rutschman, who he got there and they started winning. One could argue, however, that the Orioles would be selling low on Rutschman after nearly winning the AL Rookie of the Year award in 2022 and going to the All-Star game in 23, Rutschman has seen a downturn in production the past 2 seasons. Though he went to the Midsummer Classic for the second time in 2024, his OPS endured a 100-point dip, and his on-base percentage tumbled by more than 50 points. Since 2024, Rutschman is hitting .242 with a .315 on-base percentage, .385 slugging percentage, and now has 2 separate stints on the injured list. Rutschman will also be in line for a pay raise this coming offseason after taking home $5.5 million in 2025. For a player coming off his worst season in the big leagues, the specter of paying him more money is never one that owners relish. Certainly doesn't seem to be in Baltimore. Throw in the fact that Baltimore also nabbed 2 backstops during the early going of the 2025 MLB draft, and the writing is on the wall. That doesn't mean anything. While Rutschman offers tremendous value behind the dish, his lack of production in the batter's box may lead the O's to jettison him this offseason. Interesting. The shine has come off, and though some O's fans are still clinging to the notion that Rutschman could be a linchpin for Baltimore's success in the future, the harsh reality is that he likely offers the Orioles more in a trade than he will on the field. Fans could be watching the beginning of the end for Rutschman's time in Baltimore. We'll see. This is a name that will be talked about extensively during the offseason. Next up is the San Francisco Giants. Now, the Giants made a run to get the postseason, but it looks like they ran out of gas. You know, they were so far behind. I guess they kind of ran out of gas. They went up against the Dodgers, and it sort of fizzled, I guess. But here's again from SI.com. Giants named great fit for free agent superstar slugger in major bidding war. San Francisco Giants could be the best fit for one of the best free agents this offseason. Okay, let's see who this is. Now, of course, please like this video and subscribe. San Francisco Giants made a nice run over the last month or so. While things could cool down and left them unlikely to complete an improbable postseason comeback, there have been some encouraging signs to look forward to as the page turns to the offseason. In the first year of the Buster Posey era, the Giants were more relevant than they have been in some time. Now, Posey will have the chance to build the 2026 team after his first group of 25 could be considered a step in the right direction. San Francisco has been going after the top names on the free agent market for years now, and while signing Willie Adams was fantastic, they still have yet to land the household name type superstar their rivals have brought in. Now, they did bring Rafael Devers, so that's a big move that they made. That could all change this winter, and while there is not exactly an Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani type name available, there's one superstar or one so who could be a great fit for this team. In a recent article predicting the free agents who are going to spark a major bidding war, baseball insider Robert Murray, a fan site, named the Giants as an ideal fit for Philadelphia Phillies superstar DH Kyle Schwarber. I expect a lot of teams to be in on him. The Yankees, the Mets, the Cubs might want to re-sign him. The Blue Jays. Quote, Schwarber is going to have many teams in the running for his services this winter, with the Phillies surely going to attempt to re-sign him. The Red Sox, Giants, and really any big market or Midwest team, Schwarber grew up in the Midwest, makes sense when it comes to pursuing him. The Phillies slugger could be the exact piece this lineup needs to take the next step from promising season to fearsome and dangerous run-scoring machine. Whether or not San Francisco actually makes a real run at him remains to be seen. But I will mention about Schwarber. He goes to the postseason all the time. The 32-year-old is not exactly an on-base machine, but he has had the best season of his career with historic levels of power. He has hit .241 with 53 home runs and a major league leading 128 RBIs as of this writing. Through 154 games, always dependable, being in the lineup every day. He is a monster at the plate. I know that when Max Scherzer was here and he was a free agent, I guess after the 2022 season, Scherzer begged the Mets to sign him, begged them, and the Mets didn't do it. He's a guy that he's a winning player, believe it or not. He gets big hits, gets big home runs. He's got a lot of oomph to his game. To be honest with you, and he makes your team better. And he's a very appealing free agent, to be honest with you. And finally, on a high note, let's talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates. let's talk about the Pirates, because I found this article from MLB Trade Rumors, and we're going to go through it and making fun of the Pirates as well. Headline: Pirates GM Ben Cherington discusses future and off-season plans. How does he still have a job? Oh, that's right. The owner doesn't care. That's right. That guy's one of the worst owners in the game. Doesn't want to win. It's been another tough season for the Pirates, and things went poorly enough early in the year that manager Derek Sheldon was fired just 6 weeks into the regular season. Well, the club showed at least some signs of life in the aftermath of Shelton's firing, with a 52-51 record under interim manager Don Kelly through September 4th. They've gone on to lose 12 of their last 14 games, and now look sure to end the season on a sour note. With a 66-89 record entering into play today, Pittsburgh is more than 20 games underwater for the year and has already locked up a worse record than the club posted in back-to-back 86-loss seasons during the 23 and 24 campaigns. A step backwards in Paul Skeens' first full season in the major leagues could not possibly have been something Pittsburgh was expecting, and other teams' woes can be attributed to their ace given his 2.02 ERA and status as the heavy favorite for the NL Cy Young Award. The problem lies elsewhere in the organization. Well, in the front office and ownership. That's what the problem is. And yesterday, GM Ben Cherington was asked by reporters about his job status and plans for the future. He told reporters that he hasn't heard anything to the contrary from ownership when asked. He expects to return for 2026. Quote, I don't know if any of us in this room ever have full assurance of anything, but I want to help the Pirates win more games. That's it. I don't do the job because of the job. I do the job because I want to be a part of it, making this thing work. Winning more games, being able to leave PNC Park at night, feeling better, and everybody feeling better. That's why I do it. I still want to do it. I badly want to do it. Sounds a little desperate to me. But the most important thing is winning. That's all that should matter. If you're a general manager, don't win, doesn't mean anything. There isn't any results on the field. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And he's got a lot of decisions to make on Neil Cruz. He signed Brian Reynolds to a horrific contract. He has a young pitching staff, but they don't win. Paul Skeens doesn't win. He pitches great. He's a great pitcher, but he has no future there. Let's be honest. They had a chance to trade Mitch Keller at the deadline. They didn't do that. Jared Jones is a good pitcher, not going anywhere. This is a team that is in complete total disarray, and it comes right down from ownership. When the fans at Pittsburgh were pretty mundane, for the most part, pretty generic fans, are telling the owner on opening day to sell the team, you take that shit to the bank, that they know that team's problems lie at the very top of the franchise, and that is the ownership. If ownership is a problem, it trickles down to everybody. And you let me know what you think about this video, what you think about the Orioles, what you think about the Giants, and of course, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Guys, to finish off on a high note, if you don't know, that's sarcasm. And of course, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.